I'm not crying. You're crying. Dobby wasn't a good character anyways. So I just got done watching Harry Potter and the Darkly Hallows, and once again, another Harry Potter movie just makes me want to cry. Starting off with my positives of Harry Potter and the Darkly Hallows was Voldemort. Now, we got to see him throughout this franchise. The first real good appearance of him was in the Goblet of Fire, but we got hints of him in the other movies, but he is terrifying in this movie. I can imagine that he'll be even better in part two of this, but just Voldemort in this generally was terrifying, and just the performance and the character and what we got to see, especially with the little like the Dark Ones meeting, it was terrifying in that, and how like they had like a little Hogwarts student or something. I don't know, but he was like upside down and he was being quiet, and he yells at one of the guy. I thought I told you to tell our guests to be quiet. Like he's scary, and like every line he says was serious and scary. Now, I'm going to talk more about the action scenes more in this, but I think one of my favorite action scenes in this was the sky fight, where all like a lot of the students from Hogwarts come in to save Harry and all that, and a bunch of Voldemort's team comes in. They're in the air and they're like fighting. Like Voldemort shows up to kill Harry, but they both have like a little duel going on and kind of cracks Voldemort's wand a little bit. Just the entire scene. Like I have a stereo when I watch movies, and just how loud that was, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. Like every scene of that action part was just amazing, and just to see the way they brought it to life was also just amazing. Like I could not believe that. And I think that was one of my favorite action scenes of this franchise. So far it is my favorite action scene of this franchise. Just everything that happened to it, it was just action packed. There was a bunch of loudness, there was a bunch of wizarding fights. I just enjoyed the hell out of it, and I hope in the Fantastic Beasts movies that they're just as good as this, but they're not going to be, are they? Like I said, this movie has the most action so far. I think all the action scenes that we get in this were awesome. Pretty much everything that I said about the sky fight scene, you could pretty much bring it over here, but a lot of the action scenes were awesome in this. So far they're the best so far, but like I said, my favorite was the sky fight scene, so I can't really say anything else besides that, but all I can really say is the action scenes were awesome in this one. And I love the build up to Harry Potter and the Darkly Hallows Part 2, where you get a bunch of stuff where Harry Potter and his friends are trying to figure out all these things and how to stop Voldemort from being immortal. They're trying to figure out more things. They're trying to figure out how they're gonna all team up and fight Voldemort. They're trying to find out the weaknesses of everyone. They're trying to find out all their plans pretty much, and all the scenes with Voldemort's team and Harry Potter's team, and how they're like together and they're like talking to each other, and like Voldemort's team is pretty much saying just like, this is gonna happen, whatever you want. The Dark One is gonna do all this to you. Hogwarts is going to fall and all of that. Like just everything. The build up in this movie and bringing it up to part two, which I'm very excited to watch tomorrow. I am intrigued to see what else they have in store for me for the ending of this franchise. The Harry Potter movies, not the Fantastic Beasts movies. But yeah, I'm very intrigued, and the build up was astounding, and I'm very excited to see how this franchise is going to end. And I've always been hearing good things about that, so hopefully I'll be one of them. Sorry. Now in this movie, the characters have like this little necklace thing where if you wear it, it kind of turns into an asshole. Ron turns into an asshole in this again. That's not a negative. But what I did like in this movie is when Harry and Ron both fought, where they were both arguing, and how Ron thinks that he doesn't get enough from Harry. He feels that he just pretty much just speaks the truth to Harry on what the inner demon in him is pretty much saying to him, like, you don't respect me enough. I'm not. You think you're this popular person, but you're kind of just using me. You're kind and all of that. It's a very powerful scene, and then they get into serious stuff. How like Ron tells Harry, is like, you don't even have parents. You don't even know what it's like to have a family. You don't know what it feels like to be loved by a parent. They like legit almost like start fist fighting. So I'm gonna watch this character. It's like both of you knock it off and all that, and storms out and just like Ron was angry. Now I have experience with that where people fought and then just walked away and they just didn't talk for a while. I've had some of those experiences with my family. And for me, it was very powerful. So maybe just because I've witnessed stuff like that in real life and just to see how they brought it into a film and how realistic stuff was like that, maybe that's the reason I liked it, but overall, I just really like that scene. Like I said at the beginning of this video, Dobby does die, and it was very impactful for me. Like I said about Dumbledore's death, this death hit me, man. Like, it legit almost made me cry. I even, like, you can ask my dad, I even was like, Dobby didn't really die, did he? And I got pretty damn sad, man. It got me emotional, man. Second Harry Potter movie that's gonna make me cry, man. Is there any gonna be more? If any more, if any more Harry Potter movies are gonna make me cry, just stand up now. The takers? All in all, guys, I thought this was a pretty damn good movie. I don't have any negatives about this movie. So far, this is actually my favorite Harry Potter movie. Yes, The Prison of Azkaban has been dethroned as my favorite Harry Potter movie. But I have no reason to believe that part two of this movie will not get dethroned. I have no reason to believe that won't happen. But yeah, like I said, this is my favorite so far. I would say go out and buy it and add it to your collection if you have not already. So, what did you guys think of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1? Are you like me right now and saying that this is your favorite, or is this your least favorite? Did you like the little plot twist? Or were you one of those people that got to see when this movie first came out and were intrigued to see how the series was going to end? I'm very intrigued to see how this series is going to end, so let me know all your guys' thoughts in the comments below. But until my next movie review, or just video in general, take care. God damn it. Sorry.